What up, Bucks fans? This is Michael Plus of Real Bucks Talk. Yes, we are back. I know it's been a while. It's been I don't know how many weeks since we've did a video as we took a little hiatus. Wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys had the best Christmas and also a very happy New Year. As for the Buccaneers, they're in desperate need of a new year as it has been a struggle, especially on offense, as you see here. But they did win the game. They did get the victory, and that's all that matters. 19-16 in overtime against the Arizona Cardinals. They are now 7-8, and they are in first place in the NFC South. And they have a very big game against the Carolina Panthers this Sunday, which we will discuss in the upcoming days as we get prepared for that one. Again, it's a do or die type of situation, really a playoff game if you think about it. But let's talk about some things, especially over the last 2 weeks. The Buccaneers had that game against the Cincinnati Bengals, in which it was a tale of two halves, right? Buccaneers came out on fire in the first half and really played their best offensive football, in my opinion, and built a 17-3 lead, I think, at halftime. And then, the wheels fell off with the five straight turnovers or however many it was. But I just want to talk about this tweet that I put out, especially after that first half, and let's take a look at it real quick. And this has really been what we've been trying to talk about all year with the offense and really having that standard set on both sides of the ball. So, okay, Bucks lead 17-3 at half. Defense doing the norm as they have all year, been really good. And they have been really good. They were good against the Cardinals and securing that win, obviously getting key stops. Now again, it was against Trace McSorley, who, again, not a great quarterback, struggled, making accurate throws that consistently. And, there were some things there where Bucks defense just took away what they wanted to do. And that's what a good defense does. They made plays, they got the turnovers. But let's continue now for the offense. Where has this plan been all year? Pre-snap motion, play action, runs from shotgun, creating space for star Mike Evans. That's a big one right there. Creating space for Mike Evans. The offense should run through Mike Evans, and they did that in the first half as he had 5 catches and 83 yards. They did things where they found ways to get him open. So it's just funny that they did all these things. They did a lot of good things with the play action, throwing on first down, runs from shotgun, all the things we talked about, right? And that's where the process has to be better. It has to be more consistent. And guess what? When the process is consistent, it leads to consistent execution. And that goes into my next tweet here. Still not fully functioning, but when the plan is like it is today, the process helps execution become easier and more consistent. Players gain confidence and play better. Mike Evans should be the star of the offense and is playing like it today. Call the offense that way. And they did. Identify one on ones and go attack them. Make it easier for your QB who has struggled all year with consistency. Yes, he has. Tom Brady has struggled this year. He hasn't been accurate with his deep ball. He hasn't been truly accurate all the time. He's struggled with it. And if you can make things easier for him where the play calling is the right way and it's attacking a certain weakness, that's what you have to do. And it's just mind-boggling that they can show they're capable of doing these things. And then obviously the process changed in the second half. They got conservative when they should have stayed aggressive. They started running the ball and doing things that they weren't doing in the first half. And guess what? Bad things happen. It led to third and long situations. Brady gets pressured, interceptions happen, bad throws. And it's no reason that, the turnovers happen. And yes, Tom Brady is at fault in some of those instances. Yes. But at the same time, your coaching needs to help these players continue to put them in where they should be as far as execution and making it easier for your players. Not expecting Tom to be an all-star pro quarterback every single time because he just hasn't been that this year. He just hasn't played well enough to carry you in those tough situations that he has in the past. And good coaching understands that this guy's not playing to his capabilities. Let's do something different where it is working, make it easier for him with play action, buy him more time, etc. And it's got to continue. But that was a thread from the Cincinnati game. And again, it's just these are the things that they got to do. And you look at the numbers here. Again, 48 attempts, you had 281 yards. Yes, the two interceptions were not good. They did run the ball 30 times, which is promising. Again, 7 carries for Rashad White, 36 yards. Pretty effective. You like to see him get more carries. Leonard Fournette, he did good, for the most part. Again, 72 hard earned yards. He had 9 catches for 90 yards. So obviously a lot of receptions. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a weird team this year. And there's a lot of instances in this game where they weren't aggressive enough, in my opinion, and it's something that they should have been. And here, I mean, this is a text message from my co-host Mark Ramirez. He said, like I said against the Bengals, there's no way this team is going anywhere. They literally can't with the coaching they have. Yes, Brady is making mistakes and missing open receivers, i.e., the Julio Jones on the first drive against the Cardinals, where he had him on the corner route. He missed it. So you got to make those plays. But the way Leftwich handicaps them is ridiculous. And he does handicap them with the way he calls his plays, the way he sequences the play calling. It hurts. And then obviously Todd Bowles' influence of being conservative. Obviously, before the half and at the end of the game, there was instances where they could have been more aggressive and they weren't. I mean, the run call on 3rd and 1, I think it was the last drive before the game was over, got to be more aggressive and trying to put up points there, to go win the game. And, obviously that didn't happen. And then he talks about the defense can't sustain this high level of play. It can't be sustainable continuing. And the defense has done their job, but he's saying that they just they can't keep it up for 4 full quarters, especially if you're facing a good offense on the other side. You're going to need offense on your side to really control the game a little bit better, help your defense out by putting up touchdowns and obviously taking advantage inside the red zone and executing at a better and more consistent level. So, a lot of things said there, and I agree with them. And like we're saying here, I mean, it's just this team, it has the talent. I mean, you have guys, Russell Gage, I thought is playing very well here down the stretch lately, obviously battling through injuries and really stepping up his game. Chris Godwin doing good things as well. Mike Evans, still that connection with Tom Brady. You would like to see a little bit more consistent, but it's how are they using him and, creating space for him to allow him to get those matchups. It's got to be better. And there's opportunities where Mike is open, but sometimes protection breaks down. We saw that on the first interception where Tom Brady got hit, ball was short, and again it led to a turnover. So there's just little things where yes, the players can be better, especially certain players, and it starts with Tom Brady. Yes, he can be more accurate, he can be more decisive and be more aggressive. But I think that also coincides with the coaching and how they're calling the game, how it's a conservative approach at times where it needs to be a little bit more aggressive, especially on first and second down. And you're getting into these situations where it's so many third downs. I mean, we'll look at the team stats here. Again, they were 6 of 17 on third down. That's way too many third down attempts. And you look at Arizona, they're not much better, 5 of 19. So there's just a lot of things where this team has to find ways to be more consistent. And I think it starts with obviously coaching and then it goes on down. Your coaching helps your players be more consistent with their execution and how they call the game plan. And you look at the last couple of drives by the Bucs offense, again, there was a lot of no huddle, a lot of hurry up, a lot of just being decisive and saying, let's go play and go make a play. And they did that. And guess what the common denominator is? You're taking Byron Leftwich out of the game and you're letting Tom just go out there and operate. and do and let the players do their things and good things happen. So yeah, interesting. But overall, it's a win. Buccaneers get to 7-8. Can they find ways to make this offense better down the stretch? I don't know. We'll see. Again, it just really depends on the process and how do they operate from a first down standpoint and being aggressive and eliminating those third and long and obviously just eliminating third down in general and being more efficient going forward. But with that said, guys, it was a good win, a very holiday Christmas win, which was awesome to see. And again, we hope all of you guys are having a great holiday. Obviously, Merry Christmas again to you all and a happy new year as well. And yeah, we can't wait to see what happens. And obviously, a big game on New Year's Day against the Carolina Panthers. So we'll definitely get into that. But be sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought of this win. What do you think of the offense? What do you guys think of our thoughts on the offense? And tell us if we're wrong. What do you guys see? And with that said, until the next one.